very
Yeah.
gay grand wizard energy, and I think that a lot of white queers need to interrogate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the party. Is it all white? Are y'all all talking about the same thing? Don't don't. That's not queer culture. Then.
This is Shana,
And Kris.
and we are Bad Queers. If you came out of the closet and got put in a box of stereotypes you don't belong to, then welcome to the Bad Queers Club.
All right. This week in Queer Urban Dictionary, I have PGPs. PGPs, which is an abbreviation for preferred gender pronouns. I saw this. I was like, oh, I like that. PGPs. Often used during introductions and becoming more common as a standard practice. Many suggest removing the preferred because it indicates flexibility and or the power for the speaker to decide which pronouns they want to use for someone else. So
Yeah.
PGPs, you can say preferred gender pronouns. You can remove the preferred, but you got another word out there or abbreviation that you use out there.
I like it.
Be like, my PGP is she, her, you
There you
know,
go. PGP.
PGP.
All right. My Queer Urban Dictionary is a word that by the time this episode comes out, it will not hopefully be trending anymore. But the phrase that has been taking the internet by storm is the non-demi-curious semi-binary.
Ooh.
Yes. So
Okay.
this phrase was a phrase that was allegedly used by Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, aka no, they did not say it. They did not say that this is what it is. Somebody on the internet said it, and news places ran with it.
Hmm.
So this phrase does not represent an officially recognized identity within any established LGBTQ plus organizations or academic gender studies. It has not been formally adopted by communities or widely utilized as a label in the same manner as terms as non binary or gender fluid. Instead, the context of its introduction strongly suggests it is a highly personal, playful, and expressive term. Its function appears to be a momentary, specific articulation of a feeling or phrase rather than a fixed, lifelong identification. I.e., people said that this was a long way of them saying they are attracted to each other and they're figuring it out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how this came up. Uh, obviously with the Wicked for Good press run.
Yes.
Do you think that they're playing that up because like now I'm having like my mom was like, "Are they?" And I was like,
I was like, they
"No,"
were
and they
like that
kind of
last year
did this.
too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like,
I'm
the
like, I
the
don't
first
understand
press
why
run
this
was
is
like
such a
this.
different conversation.
So
Because
me with the everything is fake, but everything seems fake. I was like, I feel like they might be playing it up more, but I was like, this the first press run was like this. I just think people are paying
definitely like
attention to
this.
it now
Yeah.
more or whatever. And maybe they
Yeah.
are playing it up. I don't know. But so how did this come up? Did somebody describe that
I
their
think
relationship as this, or
they
how did
put a rumor out on the internet that that was how they described themselves because of
um
the
the old
did
internet
you
rumor?
see did you see at one of the press release tours that like one of the guys that jumped over the fence and then went
Yeah, I
over to
saw
Ariana
that.
Grande
The
and
whole
so
bodyguard
protecting, so
thing
this
that
was a part
yeah.
of that narrative of Cynthia protecting Ariana and her being overly protective, and how
Hmm.
then Ariana was like, oh, Cynthia lost her voice, so I'm in solidarity not gonna do any interviews as well, and then they saw
That's
all of this go
so
down.
funny.
So then
Yeah.
everybody was like, they have to be in a relationship, and then somebody started that rumor and put all of those things together. But lately I have seen multiple pieces of the semi-binary thing going on, and I'm just like, these words going together don't seem to fit. And so
Yeah.
I did a bit of a deep dive on it, and that was the result of what I found.
Okay. Yeah, when I
Yeah.
saw this, I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I will learn with others about
Okay.
this
and,
phrase."
and
So
basically,
yeah,
there is nothing to learn. There's nothing here.
yeah. Okay.
And that is what we've learned in this. So y'all can
Hmm.
relax. If you haven't figured that out by now, by the time this episode comes out, you're welcome. So
That's so
yes.
funny.
Well, today we've got company. We got company. We're so excited. We've got company. We are welcoming the Strap Down podcast. We have Aury and Sheria joining the show today. So let me tell you a little bit about them. So Sheria is a Brooklyn-born comedian and writer. She's the co-host, producer of The Strap Down, a Black lesbian pop culture podcast available on all platforms. Her work has been featured in Reductress, Netflix's Joke, and PBS. And she's currently producing her comedy web series Fibroids, a love story with CK Productions. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
I know.
And Aury is also a Brooklyn-based comedian, improviser, and poet. She co-hosts a video podcast called The Strap Down that focuses on queer life through the Black femme lens. She's been featured in New York Comedy Festival, Black Women in Comedy, Brooklyn Pride, Queen of the South on USA, and the PBS docuseries Shelter Me. In addition to performing stand-up, Aury hosts and performs for various corporate and university events across the country.
All right, y'all. We are excited for these two illustrious guests. We've had great guests all year, and we're ending the year out with a bang. Welcome, Aury and Sheria, to the Backwards Podcast.
Hi. Thank you for having us. Thank you. Thank you. To be here.
And just for our audio listeners, can y'all introduce yourselves so they know who's talking?
My name is Sheria,
And I'm Aria.
and we host a podcast called The Strap
Strap
Down. And we just two, Black girl comedians,
Talk about Black queer femme stuff.
queerly and femmely and blackly.
And hopefully comedically.
And yeah. So
Love it.
That's it.
So, we have to start with y'all's origin story. How did y'all meet?
Oh God, how did we meet? Oh, okay. So we actually met.
We met a few times.
Yes, we met a few
So
times.
it took a couple of times for Sheria to remember who I was.
I smoke a lot of weed.
Okay. That's fine.
So,
and she be changing her hair and shit.
like a lot of Black girls, I completely look like a completely different person when I change my hair. Since Sheria has known me, I have had box braids, I've had locks, I've had an afro, I've had wigs,
Yep.
I have been blonde, I've
Yep.
been black, all of it. But we're both comedians out here in Brooklyn. And I actually first met Sheria at a comedy show. And I was actually the photographer.
She was the photographer. She wasn't doing comedy on the show.
Yeah.
Um,
And then we were actually on a show together.
Yes.
And you were like, oh shit, you're a comedian? And I was like, "Yeah." We met.
I see who has the
couple
details down from this. He was like, actually, you're all the receipts of how we've met.
if you ask me, that was when we met. I saw her do comedy. And I was like, and like that's how I remember. I remember jokes. I don't remember people.
He was like, oh, I'm Sheria. And I was like,
Yeah, no,
I
bitch.
know.
Like the third or fourth time, like, all right, girl.
Right.
Like now
we've
all right.
done this
Enough.
before. It's
Enough.
just disrespectful at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. It definitely was. And I felt really bad, but I was like, oh, word. Anyway, fuck all that. Let's say now.
Solid.
By that
Yeah.
description, I know how much weed and how frequently you smoke. Just by how that interaction went, got it. Everyday use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think being out here, like, because we're both Black, we're both female, we're both comedians,
We're both gay.
we're both
There's
gay,
a lot of things.
and that's a lot of times we're not on the same
Same show.
lineup.
Yeah.
It's like they got space for one.
No, it's like Highlander out here. There's only one Black lesbian. So if there's only one on each show, so we
Yeah.
never ever have to cross paths and like collaborate and like
Mhm.
start a revolution. So like they keep us separate.
Yeah. But
Somebody
somebody must
fucked up. Yep. And us on the same show.
together.
Yep.
And we did a
Wow.
couple of shows together. Because remember, we did a show in Times Square.
Yes.
And we rode home on the subway together.
Yes.
And we
yes.
started talking.
Yes.
And I was like, I like you.
Yes.
And then I did your show with
Then
Ellie.
then you did Gay Shame. No. Here's what happened. So I saw her on a show, and then I saw her in another show, and I was like, I'm gonna stalk her. But and so I tried, but I'm really bad at remembering things. So
Because the weed.
Yes, because I'm like not good at stalking because I get too distracted. So, but like attempted. So then I was like, you know what's a great way to stalk her? Just have her on my show. So I have another show. We share custody of a white woman named Ellie
Oh,
Tremendal.
that's nice of y'all. That's really nice.
She's great. We love her. We split custody. And so she and I run a show with her. And so we were like, oh, let's have Aria on. Let's have Aria on. And then I kind of just like kind of put her into my clutches. And then yeah, and then we just like were hanging out and stuff, but then I got laid off and I was like, let's start a podcast. Like I just kind of absolutely lost my shit after getting laid off, and I was like, there's two ways of going.
Because I remember you got laid off, and I was like, "Oh, let's go out for drinks." And we went out for. I took you out for drinks, and you were.
And
like,
I was like, I've been scheming.
You're like, is it still weed? Just weed?
Right.
No, did not calm me down at that point. I had completely lost it. I was going full like Unabomber. I was just like, let's start a podcast or a manifesto.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, like how long into the relationship was this at this point?
Not long.
Okay, because
like 6 to 8 months, maybe.
6 months.
Yeah.
Because see, that was gonna be my guess. I was like, I bet this was 6 months in, because in true queer
Yeah.
fashion, it's like we're gonna move quickly
Yeah.
on any of the
Yes.
things
It did
that we
move
do,
pretty
so.
quickly because it was like I had just really like met you and got comfortable with you. I did your show.
Well, you did gay shame a few times before we started the podcast.
Well, yeah, I did that, and then y'all took me to the farm.
Yeah, we
and
went to the
then
farm.
They kept like tricking me to be on their show, and like I kept doing that. They kept having me sing.
That was at least six months.
It was probably you're
Yeah,
right. You're
6
right.
to 8
'Cause
months.
It was the monthly show.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah.
about 6 to 8
6
months.
to 8 months before I lost my job and was like, let's
do a
Let's do a
podcast.
podcast.
And I was like, okay, sure. I don't have any podcast experience. I don't know anything about cameras. I don't know anything about sound. I don't know anything about podcasts. But
And I was like, me neither, bitch. Let's fucking do it.
yeah, it'll just be really black. It'll be really gay. We like to talk and shoot the shit. Let's just film it.
Yes, and then we were like, oh, we're kind of in over our heads. We kind of had to like learn on the go. It was like very much trial by fire doing the podcast. The first season is a shame.
No.
Goddamn mess. We look
out season.
we look like we're underwater for most of those episodes because the camera we couldn't get right.
You couldn't tell us apart.
You couldn't tell us apart because the lighting was fucked up.
Sharia bought some cameras she found on TikTok. And it was like,
Oh.
Camera off the TikTok.
You didn't even want to do like Facebook Marketplace just so it
Like,
feels
at
a little
least
more, like-
especially in New York.
I know.
I
Get some
know.
good shit.
I'd be getting scammed on TikTok Shop because they got me. They be getting me.
that was the worst. Somebody could have literally drew stick figures of us, and it would have been better quality. Like that's how bad it was.
Y'all had the courtroom sketch. Like,
Yes, very much. Very that. And then like we would, because it was all us. We didn't have nobody to help, so we were just the whole thing was just. It's just like a rickety raggedy mess, and we still kind of it's still real down and dirty because we doing it all by ourselves and don't know what we doing. So like we're
can't
learning
tell.
and learning and learning.
Yeah, no, you truly can't.
no, you can't tell. Like,
You truly can't.
I was like,
No.
I don't know where that.
We're always
the
so
lost
impressed by
people
your
went,
stuff.
but it's
We're
so
like,
good.
go ahead.
It is so good. So you cannot
You're-
tell.
I was like, I mean, am I gonna go back and find y'all underwater? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I need
No,
to
I do
see
need
your
to go back
aerial
to season
moment.
one.
But
And if you could sit through it, I mean, the quality was there. The topics were
That's
good.
the thing that was so frustrating. I was like, we are good at this. If only we could capture it on film.
This segment was so good, and then we'll go to the camera, and the camera was off.
Off the whole time.
you were like, wow, we have to start all over. What
Yes,
did you say here?
we did
How
that
did you say this
several
here?
times. We did that several times. We were like, damn, that was a good ass comment. Bitch, we getting an Emmy for this. Let's watch it back. Oh no.
I was like immediately press play and like,
It's all gone.
it's all gone.
Yeah.
That
It's
is-
been a trial by fire for sure. Yeah. But we
So-
get in there.
Where are y'all from originally? Are y'all both from New York, Brooklyn?
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Bed-Stuy.
Okay.
I'm from the South. I'm from Louisiana. So
Oh, see, that's a good combo.
I try to hide my
fun.
accent.
You do,
I was
but
about to
every once in a
say.
while it
Yeah, I was
comes
like,
out.
I
Because
hear
it
it.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Hey, it's okay. It's safe here. It's safe here. You could be Louisiana.
Like
We got
both of
some
us are from Virginia.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're both
We
from
don't
Virginia?
yes, we don't live there now, but
Yeah.
we both grew up in Virginia. I am currently in
Mhm.
Chicago. Chris is in the Bay Area. We knew each
Yeah.
other in the Bay Area. So we
Yeah.
we are all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so far away
We
though.
are. Yeah.
Yep.
Time zones away. Oh. So, yeah, she left. So, which is fine. But yeah, so we worked together and then we started the podcast while we were working together and all that. And then
Yes.
COVID and moved away and
Yeah.
babies now too. And yeah.
This one has
Yeah.
babies, not me.
Two.
Oh, damn,
There
y'all
is
both got
baby.
babies.
No,
No.
just me.
I have
but
a
I
fur
do got
child.
two. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I
They
got.
matter too.
They
Yeah.
do.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's expensive. You got a baby and YouTube Premium.
I
That's
know.
expensive.
I know. And I have to have a tough talk with them some days of like, you
You're
guys,
like, listen,
the
y'all might be
premium
on the
came
streets
out
'cause
the
we-
account.
Yep.
We need YouTube Premium. Y'all might have to
The
get some jobs.
And actually, that's what I need it for. It's just we can't have no commercials with the 3-year-old. Okay, like you got to keep it rolling and all that. But yeah,
That's
sometimes I
right.
have to have a tough conversation with them. Like, hey, you know, it comes out automatically, so somebody's not eating tonight. Okay,
Right.
I
We
have
gotta
to
make
eat because I got to
sacrifices
work.
for Coco Melon.
Yeah, so, you know, I have to eat. I have to work. So
That's
one
right.
of you, just, decide amongst yourselves. Yeah, but no, you can't tell because like every time when I found your podcast on YouTube, and just press play and started listening. First off, the topics got me and everything, but it's like the entire time you listen and just smiling because y'all are comedians, so that's y'all are good at what you do. But the topics in which y'all talk about and just like it's such an enjoyable listen. So whatever y'all did season 1 in terms of capturing it, y'all landed the plane in season 2. It's really good. So
Oh.
yeah.
No. I'm a
Really did.
Pisces. She's a Cancer. You can't say shit like that. Don't start her.
So many feelings.
We're just gonna compliment them the whole time, and it's just gonna be feelings.
We
the whole
actually
time.
invited y'all for just this affirmation.
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Be like, actually, this is a new series that we didn't tell y'all we were part of.
Make a water
Random.
sign cry.
open your eyes. You're home. You did it.
Oh, no, really
no,
appreciate
it's
that.
really
We get
good.
so much like sweet, like that. The frustration of getting this done. We just be like, I don't want to do it. I hate editing, and then we'll do a show and somebody will send us an email or we'll see a
Yeah.
comment and we'll be like, like it's like
Don't tell us.
really.
We have some really good like fans and they're so amazing and like they're always like like we've been on hiatus and like the messages that we've been getting, like people have been like, we missed y'all, we hope y'all are resting and things like that, and people telling us like how much the podcast like means to us. And so I quit like every other day.
No,
And
we
then
do.
I'll check the messages and I'll be
Yes.
like, I can't quit. There's someone in Fargo
Yes,
that needs
exactly. No, I'll literally quit mid-edit. I'll just be like, I don't even want to do this no more. And then, like, or like we'll do like when I do shows, I saw somebody the other night. I see people all the time. Every time we do shows, there's like one lesbian somewhere that's like, hey, I like the podcast. Hey, it's a great podcast. And it's just like, okay, you know what? Fine.
For
All
you,
right.
I'll keep going. For you.
Yes.
For you, I will.
For you, I will.
Yes,
For
yes.
you, I
For
will.
you, I will.
For you, I will. Yeah, well, I'm
All right.
not gonna do that.
That's good.
That's it.
It's appropriate.
Yes. Now I want to know because I have some great friends in Chicago who are in the comedy scene, and the comedy scene just seems like its own beast in itself. So what is it like for you all being in, let's go with like the queer side of like the New York comedy scene?
Mhm. Here's the thing.
Whenever you started off like that, it's like, buckle up. Oh.
The thing- comedy is, okay, wait. You know what? I have a very like sad, dark version of comedy is a dying art. That's just the reality.
I was
Stand-up
gonna
comedy
say
is
the
a
same
dying
thing.
art.
No,
It
it's
is.
definitely changed. You've been doing this like here
6 years.
longer than I have.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And
yes.
so I would say it's changed drastically. I moved to New York in 2021. And it's a different beast now with like social media and things like that. Like back in the day, you could make it, you could get an agent, you can get management, you could get a special by just being funny,
Just doing comedy.
just doing comedy. And now that is probably the least important factor.
Part of being a
100%.
comedian. They're like,
You
oh,
know,
100%.
like
just
it's
funny.
like now you have to be funny on stage, you have to be a content creator, you got to have a podcast, you got to be, you know, doing all of the different, got to be an influencer, you got
You
to
gotta
doing,
be hot. You
you
gotta
gotta be
be
hot,
sexy.
you
People have to
know?
want to have sex with you. That's like you never had Artie Lang. No one wanted to fuck Artie Lang, and he would not make it today because he
Yes.
doesn't look good in a bikini. He can't post thirst traps, and he's not algorithmically pretty.
Yeah.
So like these are the like things that you need for like comedy success, and then you don't even really get the like there's no writing jobs, there's nothing like that. So the comedy world is sort of like, especially in New York, it's like very, we are either really protective of one another or we're it's like it's one or the other.
Yeah.
And the people who are it's, you still have to like, it's just a lot, it's just a
Yeah.
lot. And like the queer comedy scene is very, I love my white queers. I have nothing against the Caucasian community. I really do.
Don't say all that.
But I don't have anything against the Caucasian community except for all the stuff that they did. But like they continue to
400
do.
years of counting, but
Just all that stuff, all the
Yeah.
colonization or whatever. But other than that, they chill, But like it is they New York white queers tend not to notice that they are in a segregated space. Like they don't notice. Like sometimes you look at these comedy lineups and it really is like, damn, that's a KKK rally right there. That's just an all white, and no coloreds, and like and they're like diversity, and it's like, oh, so they seem to be very blind to that because I think they do consider themselves like very progressive, and they in themselves feel like they feel the diversity.
That is diversity.
That is diversity.
We have a lineup of all white gay men and women, and that is a diverse lineup.
Yep.
That's as diverse as
One non-binary person, boom, we did it. Like
Oh, wow.
yeah. So
That's
like,
funny, don't it?
yeah, and they don't. So like, when you do make yourself like present in those spaces, you do have to kind of like kick that fucking door down just to be present in those spaces and not get the same kind of like hype and the same. Also, you can't tell the same jokes. Like we got a lot of black jokes, you know what I mean? That like, I mean, I do it. That I'm like, oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because I'm mostly performing for either white queer folks or straight black audiences, which is a hit or miss. One time I did a show in Harlem and I just started, I'm queer, as some old black lady goes, oh no. I said at the beginning of my set, oh shit.
which is wild because I started comedy in the South, and so I was doing comedy shows at like a VFW with a bunch of like Civil War vets. I don't know.
Reenactors and everything in there.
And it's so different
That's so
because
funny.
they're okay with laughing about racist shit.
Yes.
Because they're like, you know what? We do be racist, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I could say whatever. I could literally like roast white people as much as I want about like the racism and stuff like that, and they would laugh because it's true. The only line was Jesus. That was it. You can't
Don't
talk
you
about
ever.
Jesus.
Found it.
Ever. That's the one time I've ever seen anybody get booed was because they made a Jesus joke about him.
Don't talk about my nigga Jesus.
Don't talk about
Especially white Jesus in their mind. They're like,
that's right. Don't talk about white Jesus.
Fucking
Big
talk
facts.
about white Jesus here.
White Jesus to the Scarecrow of the Wizard of Oz, and I thought that was Jesus. But that
I'm here.
That is where you lost them. That's where you lost. They were like,
that lady went boo. Let me stop laughing. I'm up next.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
But I will say there are some comedians that are making an effort to
Very
produce
much so.
Black queer comedy shows.
Yes.
And so when I started, I was fortunate enough to where like that was most of my shows to the point where like I was at like a mixed show with like straight cishet white men, and I was like,
What is this? I gotta wash my
I
bag.
forgot they existed for a minute.
Goodness.
It was like jump scare.
Somebody see a ghost?
What is this? What is this, honey? Please take me back to Brooklyn. I can't. I cannot. Take me back to Bushwick. I can't.
Not a white cis man. Ugh.
Yeah. Oof.
Let's go and get you a
How'd you end up
home.
there?
All these dick jokes. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, and yes, yeah.
Mhm.
But it's also like the only thing that gives me joy most days. So like, you just gotta do. It's the thing I love doing the most, unfortunately. Um,
It's really like a love-hate kind of relationship, and I feel like now it's kind of in a state where like you either like move with the times and accept that like this is the new state of comedy, and like
Mhm.
comedy is no longer just like getting on stage with a mic and you have to do the content, whatever, or
Mhm.
you're kind of content with doing your shows for your little drink tickets, and that's it.
I mean, I'm neither of those things, but I refuse to accept reality, and I'm not content.
Oh, so Pisces for real.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. Actual Pisces, yes. March or February?
March.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
So
this.
I and that's funny that you mentioned social media, because I could see social media like fucking up like stand-up comedy and everything, and I know they have like you can put your phone up and everything, but do you think, what are the ways I guess it's helped like get your voice out there, get your routine out there? Do you find that it
I'm
helps you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I think it does help because it helps like people that normally wouldn't have been seen, that, one, it makes it so like you're not necessarily tied to like having to go to New York to make it. You
Yeah.
could be wherever and have a funny set. You could be in like Chicago, or you could be in like Oklahoma, or like wherever you are. You don't have to be in an expensive ass city just to make it, or and you have much more eyes on you. Because like when you're at a comedy club, you may have like maybe 100, 200 people looking at you, but like if you're posting like a good clip on social media, now you have like thousands, hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
people from all over the country, all over the world, like seeing your material
And responding to
and
it.
responding to it. And so it is a good way of like being seen and like getting yourself out there
100%.
in a much different way. So I think in that sense it is good, and it does expose people to like maybe some comedians who they may not have normally seen, or like someone who's not in your area that you can, follow and kind of, start becoming a fan and following their journey. And if they are in their city, like, oh, let me go buy tickets.
And you can find your niche. Like I think, especially for our podcast, like yeah, as a stand-up comic, but especially like for our podcast, like social media is like our life blood a little bit, because like in order to find that niche that like would be into our podcast, like
Mhm.
it has to go to people who are outside of our circle, right?
Mhm.
And it has to find, like, we have a very specific niche, like of course we have like people who listen and whatever from all walks of life, but it is a Black lesbian podcast, so that is a few people. Like, and they need to find us, throughout all the muck and the mire. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's
good in that
definitely
way.
beneficial for sure, for sure. It's just,
That's
if you
I
can't
was
edit.
excited when YouTube Premium's algorithm brought y'all to me, because I was like, this is what I pay you for, is to go out there, find me the content that I would enjoy, the little listen. So, that's the way
Okay,
that
SEO.
yeah. it's working.
That's another
SEO's
thing. When we
working.
first started posting, there were no direct to the show
Comedians
watching. It was just white men that were very
queer.
upset. They were like, very upset. They're like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Why did you
You're
recommend
like,
this to me?
I didn't think it would get to you.
I was like,
Yeah.
why are you on the Black Lesbian podcast commenting?
They find
That's
it,
why
yeah.
you're getting these. That's why the algorithm keeps pushing
Right.
it out.
Yeah.
You on every Black Lesbian podcast? You on Bad Queers leaving fucking comments like, why do I always get
Okay.
these? Because that's what you engage with.
Really, because all engagement is good engagement. That's how the
Yeah,
algorithm sees it, okay?
yeah.
All
But
engagement's
you
good
are
engagement.
creating your algorithm. So I was like, I don't know what keywords y'all have or what y'all see that this happens, and you
It's their porn.
navigate to it, but they get to it. Do
It's
y'all
corny.
get the other side of social media? Do you find or get a little afraid of like joke stealing too? Because I know that that happened before social media, but do you ever fear that somebody sees your routine
Yes. Oh,
and will,
as a
you
comic,
know,
yes. As
yeah,
a
it's
comic,
comic.
100%. It
I
is.
don't.
You don't because you don't because I feel like a lot of your jokes are, and a lot of my jokes as well are like specifically
Yeah.
specific to me. But I have some that I just like won't post because
Yeah.
I have had my jokes stolen that weren't on social media.
Mm.
Yeah, I've had my jokes stolen, and I had somebody brazenly tell me that they stole my
Oh, the
joke.
long titty joke.
Yep, somebody stole my joke. Like,
And told you to?
yes.
It's like,
Well, I
hey,
think
it worked, girl.
they told me because I was about to see them steal my joke,
Yeah.
and
And it didn't work.
Okay.
no, and it didn't work for them. but
And it didn't work for them, you said.
and it didn't work for them.
Yeah.
But I know I know it happens, and I have a very small, like, I'm not very good at I'm afraid of internet fame, kind of, and
Mm.
so like I know that it is possible and people do it, but I feel like if anything that might help me a little bit if I find out somebody's stealing my joke, be like, I can't believe they did it to me. Please follow me. Like, I think that might be the best bet. I mean, maybe that's a good strategy actually.
Yeah,
I worry
it's solid
about it 'cause
marketing.
my jokes are very personal
Yes.
to
Mhm.
me and my experience.
Yes.
So it's one of those, and I also feel like I'm not perfect, but like I feel like I kind of have a certain style, a certain voice or whatever, where like if you try to steal it, it's not going to sound right and it's probably not going to make sense. You would have to be a very specific type of person to take one of my jokes.
You would
Like,
have to be Io Adibari to get away with taking one of Aria's jokes.
that bitch
Yeah.
do comedy though. So
She was on a show that I was on like
yeah.
before the pandemic, like right
Yeah.
before the pandemic. Yes.
Yeah, she
Yep.
does the comedy. But like you would exactly, but you would have to be all my jokes are very black, they're very queer, so they're very specific and they're very about like women and like going to the gynecologist or like whatever. So
Or
like
dogs.
yes, so you have to have all of those things in order for like my stuff to kind of like
Work for you.
work for you.
Yeah.
And so just because like I try to write and be authentic because I don't want to be at a show and then have to change my whole set because damn, it's about 4 or 5 comics that done did a damn, Duolingo joke or whatever,
Mhm.
So it's like I want to be able to still be able to talk about my own like personal experience and not have to change that. I also do a lot of religious jokes too. So it's
Mhm.
like, it kind of has to you kind of got to fit the mold or like whatever to kind of do. So I don't really worry about it. And so,
Okay.
if someone did steal it, I'm like, yeah, it must have been a good joke.
Mhm.
Right. I hope you make more off of it than I did.
Yeah.
Just-
Right. I worked hard on that shit. Somebody should make some
Right. Right. All right. So I asked about New York comedy scene. Now let's flip over to the New York dating scene.
Mm.
And what has that been like for you? I feel like the facial expressions have already given the different experiences. So who would like to who would like to start?
Drew, I feel like you have more experience in the
I definitely like this is the thing. Here's the thing about New York dating scene. Here's the thing. Cause like, first of all, I stopped dating white girls and I only
okay.
date women who are 30 plus. I have a very specific type physically and I am shallow. I could fall for somebody who isn't my type, but
What's your type?
I like
What's
a
your type?
big booty soft mask. That's just
Aw.
I like a big booty
Yeah.
soft mask. It's just what it is. It's
Gotta knock
just
some
what it
stuff
is.
over with the butt. Yeah.
I know. I need, and it's so shallow because I used to be the type that could turn a big booty into a good personality, like in my mind, but like
Mm.
where there was none, and it's just like it jiggles, and I'm like, oh, she's such a good person.
When she
Like
turns around.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so great when she turns around.
I'm like, oh, it's like, no, you're not seeing
y'all
that.
fighting face to face, and then when she
Then
leaves,
she turn around.
Right. It turns
Yeah.
around, you're like, gone.
Yeah.
You're
It's
like,
gone.
what will we
Wow.
even fight? I don't even remember.
Right.
I
You might
can't
even
kick my mama
apologize
down the
first.
stairs.
My God.
Look how
Might
that
even
shit
apologize.
jiggle.
Hey, I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm
I'm sorry.
sorry, baby. Look at
I'm
that
sorry.
moving.
Yeah.
So like
that's so funny.
it does narrow it down.
Mhm.
And then within that, I like, there gotta be a vibe or whatever. And like I'm also not looking to like a lot of the dykes my age in this like they're either looking to get married and move to Jersey tomorrow,
Oh, they're already in the
That-
polycule.
yeah.
or they are married.
It's
So I
working.
gotta make sure the wife clears the date. You know what I mean? That's
Get her out of the house.
I'm talking to the wife. Like, is it cool if Keisha come out tonight? Like, it's just you gotta do what you gotta do in this. Why you want to let lesbian podcast? That's why you getting these. That's why. So like, and there's always like a party or event or whatever. And I think there need to be more comments like, why do I always get these? Trying to facilitate connection.
Really, because all
between
engagement is good engagement.
Black
That's how the
Yeah.
algorithm
people.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think we need more of because like a lot of us, listen, we're on the spectrum and maybe it's awkward to go and talk to the big booty stud at the bar. Maybe you scared her girlfriend gonna come out and fight you. You know what I mean? Shit happens.
You should bring me along. I'm a great wing woman.
I'm done. I found some ass and I'm good.
Done.
I'm chilling right now. I'm good.
Okay. If the ass goes away.
But if the ass goes away, then absolutely, come
Yeah.
give me another one.
Yeah.
Don't
For
be
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hell. But Arya, Arya came to New York and immediately, snatched her up a boo within fucking 5 minutes. Just boom, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, don't mean. Yeah, it was 5.
Never had to dip her toe in the sludge of the dating pool. So
No. Yeah, no. When I moved here, I had someone that I was like already interested in. We were like friends. Kind of basically did the quick kind of lesbian she kind of basically moved into my Airbnb. And that was pretty much, and we've been together like ever since. Yeah.
That's a true lesbian love story
The
too.
Airbnb.
For
Moving
sure.
to Airbnb for a little while.
I'm in Airbnb. I was like,
These are the
oh,
commercials that they don't show.
I know.
Yeah.
Why haven't they done that yet? That's so...
She was like, it's too far to go back to my place. And I ain't know shit about Brooklyn. I was like, oh, well, just leave your stuff here. I don't know. But I believed her. It worked.
sick lesbian love story.
Yeah.
Yep, done.
We were in matching pajamas for Christmas and
Oh wow. Yeah.
We all got matching pajamas too. It's
Yeah.
The whole
for
thing.
real.
Yeah.
What was
I
y'all's
can't-
queer awakening? Like when did y'all know y'all were queer and just I guess upbringing of when you came out and all that?
Oof. My story is really gross. But I mean, just because like I had my queer awakening. I went to boarding school. I had my queer awakening at boarding school, I think. But I think it's weird because like I feel like I had multiple queer awakenings.
It wasn't
One,
just one.
yeah, you have to have the one where you're like, is that gay? I don't think that's gay. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel tingly when I watch this Debrat video, but I don't really need to. We don't really need to go in that.
Stud with the booty. Soft stud with the booty. There it is.
Oh,
Soft,
she
big boot,
started
soft,
it.
big boot. Yeah, she really did though.
Started
That thing was
it.
always wagging. You could see it from the fitteds. It didn't matter how long the tee. It was just like
She
the
couldn't
breath.
distract us with them barrettes.
No, and
Yeah,
I
that
like
too.
the barrettes too. I liked the bobos and the barrettes and the fat ass and the like style. And I was like, where do we get one of those?
I love that
and
this
then-
started and has
That
just
was-
continued.
Yes.
Because you know
and
that
then,
consistent. We love it.
And then yes, I mean, I dated a lot of different types. I had my white girl era where I was dating every like white dyke that looked like Rachel Maddow. Like that was,
Oh, that one. I was gonna ask you what
different time.
type. What type of white girl?
Yeah, that specifically big thick glasses, Rachel Maddow severity, like that, that got me every time. Every time. I love
understand it.
Ooh, I love me a dark-haired, short, nerdy snow bunny. Just
I'll get you every time.
every
Hey,
time.
what you doing?
That's how the CIA would get me. So,
Hollering. Just set up a little trap and be like, well, got it.
Right.
that's right. Whatever. I have to tell you about something anyway. But and then I think I went back in the closet for a bit. I really tried hard to be straight a few times. It was like a running joke in my friend group that I was trying to be straight because I would just get a boyfriend and I'd be like, I'm straight now. Listen, everybody, I'm straight now.
The boyfriends
Heterosexual-
look like Rachel Maddow.
kind of. But I don't. You know what the one
Good
thing
question.
is? I liked I liked when they had like a little bit of titty. I did like when they had a little bit of titty. I just
Okay.
liked something to
Okay.
grab.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would take whatever. I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, great, boyfriend, great, come meet
Just
my
to check the
mom.
box.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah. And then, like, I think after a while, you just have to admit, like, you're bad at being straight because you keep cheating on your boyfriends with women. And so, like,
That will do it. That usually is
that'll-
an indicator. That's a big one.
that's a pretty good
That's
indicator.
a big one.
Yeah, it was like a long, arduous journey to
Okay.
queer awakening.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mine's a bit more complicated.
More?
Mine?
I guess it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It was like, yeah. I'm trying to think. When was my queer? When I first started realizing I was like looking at girls like I don't necessarily want to be her
Mhm.
type thing, but I like her and I couldn't really figure out why. Like Aaliyah, when she was in her tomboy phase with the
Mhm.
baggy
Mm.
jeans, I was
Mhm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this, but I feel like I'm looking at this for the same reason my brother is looking at this.
Mhm.
Like but I wasn't really sure like what that meant because I grew up in the South. I grew up like really religious, and so to me, like the concept of a lesbian didn't really like exist to me because in church when we talked about like gay people, it was only like directed towards the men. So I was
Mhm.
like, that wasn't really an option for me. I didn't really realize that until like the older I got, it was like the more I started realizing the more like gayer things I was willing to do in a sense. You know, like I would be like, oh yeah, like of course I think women are beautiful and women's bodies are great. And like, yeah, the men's body is like, oh, it's kind of like weird. And it's like, oh, would you kiss a girl? Like, yeah, I'd kiss a girl.
My tongue right down your throat.
I'll make out with a girl. Will you fuck a girl? Just kept getting like gayer and would you marry one?
So,
Who wouldn't? Yes.
yeah.
And it happened to like, and it wasn't until like probably like college where I was finding like a way from like the judgment of like my small town where I'm like, let me just see where this goes. Like, let me
Mhm.
just like, it got around like my basketball team and that whole
Mhm.
That
like,
slippery slope. Yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
tale as old as time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of where it all started. And then it was like, okay, I kind of, and so my friends were like, so what are you? Are you like bi? Are you like just like really freaky? And I was like, I don't know. I just like what I like. That's kind of how I moved through life. And so I was like dating straight women for a while because it was like, they were just there, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They
But
always
She
appear.
really was knocking down the straight bitches for a minute.
I
Straight
had
women love her.
I had a problem. It was a problem. It was like,
It was a problem for them too.
it was a if there was a straight or like slightly bi-curious person within like a 20-mile radius of me, like they were like they were just like attracted to me. I couldn't shake them. And so that was like it was kind of around then like grad school I was starting to kind of understand or kind of accepting my sexuality, and then I met a man who
Womp womp. Sorry.
and it was literally so then we enter like the compet phase of my life where
Mhm.
I was trying to like suppress any feelings that I had, like, no, like this is like, no, we're not gonna talk about that or like whatever. But I just really couldn't shake it. I couldn't really, I still like thought about it. I wasn't really not to get like all into my relationship with my ex, but like it wasn't really a physical relationship. It was more like roommates type of
Mhm. Mhm.
deal for a little bit. And so lots of therapy later, got divorced, and just was like, you know what? This, besides the problems that we have, there's like one little issue that
Yeah. It's gonna.
we can talk about our
Don't
money
think it's going
troubles. We
away.
can
Yeah.
work through that. We can
Uh-huh.
work through
Yeah.
other issues, but there's one very, very big problem that we can't get past.
You just have too much in
Yeah.
common.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just have a little.
That's
And my
the branding that
therapist-
it should be.
Right.
That's the
Yeah,
branding.
my
Mhm.
therapist, I was like talking to my therapist about it, and she was like, well, why don't you just sleep with women now? And I was like,
Get a shot.
Never thought of that before.
you're like, you're going to just
This
like
is why.
prescribe me some Prozac. But she was
Right.
like, how about you go find a girlfriend and then like come back and see me? And then I was like, oh, and then it was like, oh wow, this is like great. And it was fine. You know, I was able to like accept the fact that like, you know, this is not, I have no desire to be with a man. I don't really connect with them romantically like that. And I was, you know, that's where all my repulsion and stuff was coming from with like, like I can't, why does it feel like this when like they try to be affectionate to me and I'm like, oh, go, you know, so it's, so yeah, so that's kind of part of my like queer like awakening.
It's so funny how like Compet flows through so many stories,
So many
especially
stories.
black queer
Yeah.
women in particular.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Yes.
be black and gay and your family. It's just hard. It's just like
Yep.
I can get through this. I can power through heterosexuality.
And then I come out to my mom finally, and she's like, "Oh, been new."
That's so funny, girl.
You tell.
It's the worst. I hate when people just let us move through life doing this, and it's just we could
You don't want to
have
say
we
nothing,
could
or-
wanna
like
say
nothing.
nothing.
You
You
didn't want to
gotta
give
say
any
something at
clues.
Christmas.
You could have left a pride flag out
Right?
and just been like, you know, just in case it was needed.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a DVD of Set It Off. Like,
Okay,
I
like
see you.
literally the things that people could drop for gifts at any point for us just to be like, hey, I'm softly showing you that I know.
Yeah.
And now
Yep.
it's even funnier that you two have a podcast where basically a lot of the things that you get to talk about are sex.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's nice having it.
It is so nice having it. What a nice time. What a good time. It's so nice. Wow. When you go for it, when you don't have sex for a really long time and you just start having sex, you're like, oh, there's some
The joys.
serotonin in there that I didn't know.
Right. There's sex where you're actually like enjoying that connection with somebody and you're not doing it because you feel obligated to.
Mhm.
This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what a wife is supposed to do. Why am I crying after this? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it makes a difference when you're finally able to like accept who you are and like be who you are and finally like release and share that connection with someone else. Like it's a beautiful thing. And I hope like people who hear my story, hear your story, like able to like experience that from themselves and like, you know, free themselves from the shackles of compat.
Yes. Get your face in some titties. You deserve.
It really does make life easier, you know? It really does. Titties and asses,
Yes.
you know? They really do. They really do. Just,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so nice.
love
Yeah.
it. It's hilarious. So families were okay with it for the most part when y'all came out. Yes. Family and friends.
I mean, my mom was like, "Oh, I know," but she don't want to talk about it type
Okay.
of deal.
Wondering.
My dad, he had just had like a near-death experience, so he was like, "Love is love. Like, I love your, what's her name? What are her pronouns? Like, blah, blah.
Aw,
What do you call her? Is
cute.
she your girlfriend, your partner?" So, like, he was really, I
That's
was
really
very
sweet.
surprised because he used to be like a preacher and like very like, wrath of God and all that shit. But
Yeah.
now he's like, make sure you treat and glow right and like let me tell her I love her and all that stuff. Yeah.
That's so cute.
I mean, my mom is good now, but like when I didn't even come out, she like read my diary in boarding
damn.
school and was on the phone screaming at me, and it was just like a whole thing. And we went through some stuff, and then I guess I just one day, I don't know, she was just cool with it,
Yeah.
and told me that she was cool with it, but I didn't quite believe her because I was still like, I'm gonna try to be straight. I can do it. I could do something about her accepting it was just like, I can be straight for her.
Nah, I can
If
do
she
it.
can accept me, I can be straight. I don't know. But she's good now, you know. She's good now. We don't talk about it, but like, you know, she's not like she's never like since I've been like 18, she hasn't really had any issues
Yeah. Oh, that's
to
good.
my face.
Good.
See, I was like,
No, she's chill.
so we
Right,
so we
never
go
got
through
it.
all this, and then how did you all get to naming the podcast The Strap Down?
Okay, so that's so funny because I legit was like, we gotta start a podcast, and then I think like it should be like Black lesbian pop culture news. It should be like the strap down, not that, but something like
You
that.
did say that. We can come up with something better.
We can do something better.
And I was like,
no, I like that. And I was like, nah, not that. And then we ended up.
I was like, I don't think we're gonna get much better than
Yeah, I think we ended up, we just said, fuck it, let's just do the strap down because we couldn't think of anything that was like better.
And also, I think by the time we started coming up with like talking about names, we were a few drinks in. At least I was. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yep.
Double meaning. It could be like a seatbelt. It could be like a strap.
Yep.
Perfect.
And I was like, yeah, the strap down, because like the rundown, like, yeah. We were drunk in the corner of a bar and I was having a full-on mental breakdown. So which is how most podcasts get started.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Listen.
Yeah. How'd y'all come up with y'all's name?
Oh, Shana. Yeah. You want to tell this story?
So when we were putting the podcast together, this was when like that second iteration of the L Word had come out, as well as the fact that we are both very big Roxanne Gay fans. And so we were watching, I was watching the L Word with the new one, and Alice's character had said something along the lines of like, am I just like a terrible queer? Am I like a bad queer? And I stopped and I was like, bad queers. Like that name. That has to be the name. I was like, from all of this, I stopped and I said, Roxanne Gay had bad feminist. Alice is over here talking about the fact that she feels like a terrible queer person. And I'm like, people feel like they're bad queers every day because they don't know the lingo, because they haven't tried certain positions, because they don't dress certain ways. And they all feel like once they come out, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to know all of these things. You're supposed to already figure out who you're attracted to. You're supposed to already go ahead and get the buzz cut if you're going to get it and stick with that forever. You know, the things that people think they're supposed to do when they come out. And so I said, you know what, if bad feminist is going to be a play off of the fact that we should really be challenging feminism, I think we should really be challenging queerness as well. And so I had thrown that out to Kris and said, what about bad queers?
I was like, there it is.
Okay, and you were like immediately like, that's it.
Kris was in it. Kris said, done, I see the vision. And literally after that happened, all of our segments came in immediately. All of it, like, it was like we had spent a couple of months trying to figure out a name. And then the name came, and it was like within a week, we had everything down.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's like,
fit. It just fit.
It just flowed through you. I love that.
But I sure did come into that office and I was like, Kris, I have it. I got it.
Bad queers.
Yes.
You fucking got it. You fucking got it.
And then COVID happened. Like,
yeah. We were planning everything in person and everything. And then COVID.
Yeah.
Lockdown. So then we were like, we'll do it on Zoom. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kris and I have only recorded in person twice in our 5 years that we've been together. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Every time I see her, she gets a little taller.
Oh, is it just because you're right? Yeah, that's so beautiful. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's really cute. I also like the idea that, like, you know, we are like, because we are. Oh, I think everybody feels like a bad queer person.
That was exactly how I felt once I like came out, and it was like,
I'm not doing this right. Yeah.
Right.
Don't make you feel that way. I was like, there's a lot of things we just don't vibe with, especially being Black queer people. Y'all know that. Like, it's just like we're so bombarded with white culture and everything. And me being a closeted kid, you know, in the 90s, I was like, everything was like obviously white culture. Like, I think the first movie, part of my queer awakening. Did y'all ever see In and Out with Kevin Kline? He was a teacher.
That was my
shit. Yes, because I was like, oh my shit. If a man could be gay, then I'm gay. Like, because I was putting it together and all that. And then when I was younger, it was like, I was such a lusty kid. So obviously 90s, you know, beauty, it was just so many things. You watch Soul Food, you watch everything. And it was just like, damn, I'm looking at women differently. And then when I saw In and Out, I was like, oh shit, if a guy could be gay, oh, me. And then they accepted him at the end. I was just like, it didn't go like that. But, you know, I was like, oh. So,
it didn't go like In and Out? That's too bad.
It didn't go like In and Out. It didn't go like In and Out. But I was like, you know, but yeah, we see a lot of white culture, like white queer culture and everything. And, you know, that's what we look to. So yeah, a lot of our bad queer, like how we connected, me and Shana connected, is like we're Black queer people. Like we talk about different things, and we didn't want to just talk about white queer stuff all the time. And it's just like our inside jokes are different. Y'all know, it's just like it's different. It's a whole other world and all that. And part of the reason I am glad for the internet is things like finding y'all, because it's just like it makes the world bigger. Because for a while it's like, oh God, okay, no offense to our Caucasian listeners, but like I was like, damn, it's just gonna be a mostly white queer world, right? And it's not as much flavor. So I was like, damn, we're just gonna do this, right? And the internet came, and
I love that, because also it's not when you like, I just finished reading that Cookie Woolner book, the about Black lesbians throughout like history and stuff, but like that history has been so erased, but Black queer people have always been the epicenter of queer culture.
Yeah.
And like it seems like it's more recently that like white queerness has taken over, even co-opting the same like Black queer vernacular and then like spitting it back out as white queer culture. Like it's so interesting how that happens, but it's actually not, it hasn't been like that. That's new shit. We Black queer people were actually the blueprint, and now it's just like rap, and they're the white queers have Post Maloned all over queer culture.
they really have. I knew it at White Iverson though. I was like, no, I see that. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I was like, this catchy ass. No. Don't be fooled by this shit.
For that propaganda.
I did not fall for that propaganda, and I'm so happy. I already had Eminem, and I was done.
Yeah, I was like, no.
You're like, that was all we let in.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And doors closed. I can't do no more.
That's really it. Just him.
Right.
So, but no, you're right. And then now being able to again access all that, but just knowing like, oh no, wait, the culture is of like we are the culture, like that's it flows from us. But when you're growing up, it's just like that's all you see.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. So
yes. And now look at us. We're out here giving advice.
Look at us
sharing thoughts and feelings.
Yep.
Apple
TV
TV subscriptions and everything. We are just.
I mean, that's there. Yeah, y'all got that. Y'all been working
I
hard.
don't know. Y'all got that. That's a different tax bracket.
We ain't got no
Apple.
YouTube premium, nothing.
She has that.
That's it. But that's it. That's it. That's it.
Premium, nothing.
Just YouTube premium.
Yes. Oh, wow.
That's so funny. I did want to talk to y'all about your last episode when y'all were talking about Druski and the stud stuff that he does and everything, because I thought it was funny. And I remember telling my wife, like, she's a Delta and he did like a Divine Nine skit and she was like pissed off at it. And I was like, ha, and everything. And then it circles around because it's just like to see them uncomfortable. And then it circled around, and he did he's, well, let me ask y'all about this. Like, can y'all explain your position on Druski's like stud skits and just larger, just, I don't know, your commentary with it?
It's weird. It's weird that he does it. It's weird that the studs are participating in it. It's weird that the studs are going to the shows to see it live.
It's weird how he does it. And I think also it don't feel like appreciation to me. It don't feel like appreciation. It feels like a lot of the way that men have always fetishized and continue to fetishize mask women and lesbianism period, but especially there's a specific kind of like targeted fetishization of mask presenting women, particularly mask presenting Black women, and there's a lot of talk of correcting their queerness, right? And so like there's a lot of that is very like, so it feels more like it's trying to put mask Black queer women in their place and remind them that ultimately they should be beholden to the desires and the wants and the and the humor of cis het men. And like I think the reason why a lot of them these like, no shade, these toxic ass studs be going so hard for Druski is because they feel appreciated by the culture that like the dominant culture. They feel appreciated by the dominant culture, and some of them are male centered and don't recognize it, and they think, oh, okay, now, oh, see, oh, it's fine. We joking, we bros.
We're in on it.
We're in on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like they
Yeah.
we are not there yet. We are not at the promised land. You cannot be doing shit like this at this time when people are working real hard to, like, I'm sorry, use Black women's bodies as, what I'm saying?
I actually talked to a cishet man about this.
You talk to a cishet man?
In the wild?
I thought you were just gonna leave it at the. I talked to a cis.
You're just telling me this
Oh,
now?
right.
I did.
Is he
did.
here?
No, he's not here. I wouldn't bring him in my home. No. But we were talking about, I mean, he himself is a little zesty. I will say that as a disclaimer.
Okay.
But he did express to me, like, talking about, like, his attraction to mass presenting and, like, how he sees it, like, from his side, and, like, why he felt that, like, men were attracted to, like, mass women, and it was so stupid. But it was
You're like,
'cause it
oh,
was,
it's
like,
as
kind of
stupid as I thought it
insulting.
was going to be.
It was kind of as stupid as I thought it was going to be, but, like, he was basically like, he was like, we men, we like natural beauty,
Not this voice.
right? We don't like women that wear a bunch of makeup and all that stuff like that. So if you as a woman are still beautiful and attractive with just, like, your bare face and then, like, baggy clothes and men's clothes and not wearing tight clothes, don't have your boobs pushed up, you don't have a face full of makeup, that's attractive. And that's why men are attracted to studs or, like, mass presenting women. And I was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, I hear you, but shut the fuck up. Because
What?
That's
I
interesting.
was like, that's a very interesting way to, one, insult women who do like to wear makeup. You have
They
somehow
love to say that.
insulted,
They
managed
love
to,
saying
like,
that.
put
We love
down,
natural.
like, yeah, I would say, first of all, I haven't met a man yet who knows what natural looking makeup looks like.
Okay.
Number one. Okay. So these are the same men that were like, yeah, I want a natural woman, like a Kim Kardashian face. Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Sir.
That's how they beat dead ass though, too.
Sir.
And be
Oh, yeah.
dead ass. I was like, I guarantee you, I can put a woman with no makeup, a woman with light makeup, and a woman with a full beat, and you probably won't be
Could
able
tell
to
the
tell the difference.
difference. Yep.
Like,
Truly.
so one, it's like you kind of managed to, like, insult, like, that side of, like, that demographic. And then, like, just because you find this, like, natural beauty doesn't mean that, like, you have the right to, force yourself or, like, express that or, like, physically, like, come after, not that he would, not this particular man, but, like, that doesn't mean it's okay for you to still pursue these people after they have expressed that, like, I have no interest in you, like, as a man. I'm a lesbian. Don't want that. And, like, now these same, like, from these, I've been seeing now more videos of men basically getting the shit smacked out of them because they don't approach the wrong stud with
Because
that
they think it's
Druski
Druski.
shit.
Yep.
And, like, I think that's also, like, okay, now we got it. Now we got another problem because now this, like, it's getting physical. It's been weird.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think even before Druski, I think Druski is just kind of like benefiting from a phenomenon that has always existed, which is men. Like, if you talk to mask presenting women and mask people, they got stories about dudes that have, they're very often been the subject of harassment and assault by dudes that took their presentation as a challenge and a challenge to their masculinity in some ways. There is something in there of, like, men feeling that they own masculinity and seeing masculinity being done and performed in a way that they could never do it, and seeing it being appreciated as an identity, and as not just an aesthetic, as an identity, as something that's, like, attractive to people. You've seen that swagger. I think that fucks with them a lot.
Yeah.
I think that fucks with a lot of them. And I think that there's always, hi Bubba's. Sorry. And then, sorry, I have ADHD.
And I also feel like it's like the ultimate way to like invalidate a woman's sexuality.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Like if a femme, you know, like if I can find like a masculine person, a masculine presenting woman, and I can like conquer her.
Boom.
Or like you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
bam, I have done it. And so you femme presenting bitches are just putting on a show because everybody wants the dick.
And but also like that's not just coming out of nowhere, because when we made that video, I had to look at these comments and use these comments and post. That's what they were saying, and it was all like, oh, they not ran through like that, but they all love the dick. You know what I mean? Like there's something distinctly fascist about it's like, I'm not saying because masked women are fine. I'm never gonna tell nobody to not be attracted to masks, to studs. I can't. I have no leg to stand on. So, but like, there's a way that it doesn't feel like simple appreciation of their beauty. It feels like it feels like like a challenge.
It is.
Yeah. And like we talked about on the podcast, like it's also like very one way, because if the shoe was on the other foot, if there was like a gay man that was going around trying to seduce straight men, then it would be a whole nother thing. They would shut down YouTube. Yeah.
You said there would be another Million Man March.
Dead ass.
We gotta get Saucy Santana off of these streets. The streets not safe.
That's what I love that y'all compared it to, because if it like Saucy Santana did something like that, it would be pandemonium. It would be listen, think pieces for the rest of the year. Like, how are we doing this?
Oh my God! The way black men get all their panties in a goddamn twist, just because there is a black gay man
existing
somewhere on the screen that they didn't even watch. Like, you know, so like
even watch. Yeah.
You know, whatever. By the way, this is our sound designer, Ginger. This is our audio engineer.
Hello, Ginger.
So
Ginger's like, and
job.
Also.
You had to be a part of the conversation.
She said, tell Druski, don't come over here with that shit.
That's right.
And that's, you know what, that's the interesting thing too, because like, again, I know, like, you know, it will, you know, I'm off the Druski train, but early on it was like, and y'all described it in the episode, like, you know, he's like, the way that his skits and everything, like how he hits on different groups and all that, it's really well thought out. It's funny. It's good. But then once it became like a thing, like especially with the reality show, then it's like, oh, okay. All right. I see where we are. And sometimes I'm conflicted by, I've said it on here. Like, I feel like as a mask, like it's just, guys are going to just hit on us forever. But there is a thing of like the ones that are like being targeted. Like there's only been a couple situations where I'm like, okay, there was a guy that is like, doesn't matter if I'm like, nah, you know, and they'll just push up on you. But I don't know. I go back and forth between the men are going to do that shit anyway. And then also like that shit also enables them. But then you do have, well, we call them buds here, bisexual studs, because we want the Civil War to stop. With the, it is, we gotta stop. But just the buds that are with it, that do dress, you know, mask, you know, put, you know, just about it and do sneak dick. So then that's out there, which complicates things.
Damn thing. It's always, you have to smuggle it into the country.
I know that. Right. Just gotta have a slice.
One off a tree.
Or shaft, you know, it's just. But they're out there too, and that's like a relatively, well, at least that I know of, like a known phenomenon. Like I don't have any buds friends. I you know, love buds. They're fine. You do your thing. But then that exists too, where it's just like, oh, okay, and you'll have like the guy that'd be like, well, I actually have this experience. So I don't know. It's weird, but certainly with the Druski thing, it's just like, holy shit. Like this is
there's something different going on. He not romancing them. He not like connecting with them on a level. It's not that. It's very much like, it's a big joke. And the joke is on them. You know, the joke is on them.
The joke is that it's ridiculous that I would want this. And
Yeah.
that's, you know what I'm
And
saying?
it's even more ridiculous that they would present themselves this way because ultimately they want me. And it's not like he's like, so are you bisexual or whatever? It's
Yeah.
not that. There's no like respectful discussion of, of varying gender and sexual orientation. It's none of that. It's
Yeah.
just like, just like, kiss me,
Yeah.
and then they kiss, and then it's like, oh, I'm going to heaven. It's just like,
Yeah.
I hate you time, Miss Lee. I hate you time, Miss Druski. What are you putting us through?
It took a turn, okay? This year it took a turn. I was like,
A hard
okay,
turn.
and that is the end for
And
me.
even the early skits had a little bit of plausible deniability for the
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
But yes,
did.
no, for sure.
Now it's all
There
different.
seemed to be like, oh, this is a
Yeah.
message of respect.
Yeah. It was like even later in it, I was like, oh, Young M.A. has a job and that's good. Back on the screen. She showed up some episodes and everything. I was like, okay.
I know she fired her publicist after that bullshit.
Yeah, probably
Said, don't you ever have these chicken
Don't you fucking
gigs
ever.
no more.
I was done when he was at the concert with the banana going around.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
I hated that.
And this is the type of shit that I meet. Like, this is the type of shit that I meet. Like, it's just, it's very like, it has to be a public display of compulsory heterosexuality. That's what it feels
Back
like.
at it.
We're back. It always circles back.
No, it's always circles back.
Always circles back. Well,
Wow.
I feel like these opinions are great to segue into our bad queer opinions. Because what type of bad queers would we be if we didn't have unpopular queer opinions? We're so excited to have you all here for this segment. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be a good time. It's safe until it's not. And, that's what we need the podcast for. So it's fine. As mentioned before, Kris and I will go first. So you can react, respond, ask follow-up questions, judge. It's a time. So we're gonna have that here. I will go ahead and get started. My bad queer opinion is a borrowed bad queer opinion from Jade Fox because I agree and was like, yeah, girl, please say it. So Jade Fox posted a TikTok that talked about the rumor, which I don't even know how this rumor started because homegirl just got engaged, but the rumor that Taylor Swift is a lesbian. And Jade Fox's opinion, which is my bad queer opinion now, is that, even if she was, we don't want her. Yeah. We don't want her. Y'all can keep her.
That's right.
There is no positive press that comes out of this. This is not an all press is good press moment. Nothing is going to happen with this. And Jade continued to talk about the fact that if she was a lesbian, she would be one of those problematic lesbians that would only date really hard femmes that were also problematic and just continue to run down that line of all of the lesbians that are in Hollywood that do that, and or would be the person that would try to flip all of the straight women into being able to date her, or she would be the only one that they would flip for. And we don't need any more of that behavior in the community. So even if this alleged rumor was true, we don't want her.
Yeah.
Keep her.
I love that. That's right. Keep her over there. 100%.
Okay.
Also,
I feel like Taylor would be one of those Betty Who type.
yeah, that's what I think.
That's what I was going to say. Like if she were bi, she would be one of those that's like I'm bi, but you would only see her dating men, but she would insert herself into every single queer.
That's
for sure.
1,000%. Think pieces, songs.
I'm about to say she writes songs. Like
she would perform in the cafes where we are. Like that would be
certainly a Grand Marshal Pride Parade.
I was just about to say
Grand Marshal.
They would. They put her right. LA, New York,
Night march with her
going on
husband.
tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
As a bisexual. Like, nobody's even talking about that, Taylor.
Right.
That's going to be the title of her next album.
As a bisexual.
As a bisexual.
And there'll be 7,000 variants.
Deluxe. Like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, no. No. All right. My bad queer opinion. We're in the holiday season. I just want y'all to stop introducing your significant other as your friend. Stop it. Let's get away from that. Be brave. Say it with your chest. With pride. Tell your family that that's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your joy friend, or your partner. Whatever. Just say it. Like the friend thing is dead. Like stop. Just say it to them. Like You might have some Trump voting trice, Trump voting family members, and they should be ashamed of just even living. But just put it out there. Just be brave. Like, it's no need to hide nothing anymore. We're a show that encourages everybody to come out. I just think that doing that whole, friend rigmarole, don't do that. Make them uncomfortable. Make your family uncomfortable if you need to. But like, don't do that anymore. We're past that. That is,
Yeah.
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 I love
And
that.
it's like,
No,
you don't
that's
want that
problematic. I
fight. You
get
don't
it.
even want to have that, the conversation afterwards of like, so I can't tell them.
When y'all get back in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. We're not happiest
Yeah.
seasoning this. We are not going to do
like,
happiest
no.
season in this. Can't do it.
Oh,
Can't do it.
happiest. We were talking about that. Yes. Yes.
Can't do it.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
Yeah,
It's not worth
yeah,
it.
it's not worth it. You eating green bean casserole and you pretending to be the bestie with your wife of several years. Absolutely not.
And I would probably say your
Okay.
family probably know. They talking
They
about you when you
probably
go back to the car.
know.
Like they probably
Every year they're like-
she's still introducing that girl as her friend.
Right. They said, give me my $5. I told you she was going to do it.
I told you she do
My
it
money.
again.
Give me my money.
3 years straight,
nieces
still
and
doing it.
Cousins walk by, just like, here's your payoff. Here it
Right.
is.
Your nieces and
They fighting in
nephews
the
talking
car.
about your auntie
Yep.
friend.
Yep, my auntie friend. Like it's come on, it's
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I
They
agree with that.
roommates.
Yeah.
Yes. At the
If
same
nothing
time,
else, to avoid the fight in the car. Like, if nothing else, I'd rather not fight in the car in the subsequent days and weeks afterwards. And just to, if you disappoint a family member, that's fine. That's actually a
Now
badge
don't
of
put
honor.
my hand in the car.
Yeah.
Be friends.
that's right. Oh no, but we friends, right? Let me
Yeah.
go
No,
call
but
my friends.
that would 100% be the energy, the whole ride. And you know that you drove hours. Like this isn't,
Yeah.
we're not many of us are living, 30, 40
Close
minutes
by.
away from family anymore. It's hours.
Yep.
Yep. So
And
quiet.
or a plane ride.
Yes. Yes. That's
Traveling
right.
mad sucks too. You imagine going to
It's
TSA
so
not talking.
It's like a stinking energy. It's better to set off the stink bomb at the house and then go home smelling good.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
I love
Yes.
sitting next to fighting couples on the plane.
Me too.
I
It's
was
the
on
best.
plane,
Watching
and there
them.
was this, like black queer couple. Like I was on the window and
Oh,
they were like
shit.
arguing about something.
Were they
like,
whisper
right next
fighting?
to- like whisper
Oh,
fighting, but
that's right.
oh, don't shoot that dude.
I love
My
it when
blanket over, but I was like, when you're listening. Like,
Right. You turned off the sound effect that
Yeah.
keeps it quiet. You're like, no, I will be
Yeah.
tuning in
pausing
here.
my
Let me
video.
just- Thank you.
so quiet. They thought the fight was over, or you thought the fight was over, and they'd be like,
I was so excited. I was texting my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm on the road with some lesbians, and I was like, oh shit, they fighting. No, no.
so difficult. So yeah, y'all don't want that in the holiday season. Like, no, don't do it. Just
Don't do it.
introduce them as what they are to you for real.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And just very timely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Don't ruin the
Yes.
holidays.
All right.
Well,
Who wants to go first?
You want me to go first?
I think you go first.
All right.
Because ours are kind of
They're similar apparently.
Okay.
kind of in sync, and we kind
Yeah,
of
Good job for
Passionate.
discussing. Good job for
Yes.
discussing. Chris and I come in here and surprise each other a lot.
Yeah, we
and
do.
We don't
We
see
normally
it.
do.
It's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here's the thing. We kind of touched on it earlier, but I feel like segregation has really come back to the lesbian community. And I feel like a lot of times it's not just segregation, physical spaces segregation. There's a massive cultural segregation as well. And it's weird. It's weird how segregated the queer community, but especially the lesbian community is. It's like Board v. Board of Education. Brown v. Board of Education never made it. You know what I mean?
It is
We
two
never
Americas.
had. Yup, there was we need a march on Washington or something, because this shit is kind of crazy. The chasm culturally between white queer people and black and brown queer people is really massive in a way that I don't think it has ever been before, right? I think even though there was obviously like real segregation among lesbian communities, I think culturally there were so many unifying things that like you could talk, right? There was knowledge of other cultures. Even like reading from like the 40s and stuff, like there was still knowledge of you know what was going on in the white lesbian community, what the plays were, and what you know Gladys Bentley was doing, right? Like there were these like these cultural touchstones that kind of like unified the community. I don't feel like there is that anymore. It has become part of that is because of like social media siloing everybody into their own little niches. But I think there is something of, and I don't want to the Caucasian community. I don't have nothing against.
I was about to say my bad opinion might be I think I'm okay with that.
But I don't have no, this is the thing. No, this is the thing. It's not even necessarily that like of course I don't necessarily need to be at the parties with y'all, but if I'm having white queers kind of took over queer culture in a way that doesn't make any goddamn sense, right? Like I'm sorry, that fucking IKEA shark is not queer culture. That is a specific like queer experience that is not universally gay. And white people need to start learning more than just the vernacular. They need to learn the history, they need to learn the culture, they need to learn what the music is, and learn that there is a queer culture outside of the ones they built on Tumblr. You know what I mean? It just yep. And so a lot of queer people like they use this, I think they widen this gap and they continue this segregation forever, because they don't want to, they want to still be progressive without ever kind of countering or interrogating their own internalized racism. And they want to create spaces where they never have to do that. So a lot of times you will enter spaces and it's a queer space, but you are unwelcome because you are Black and you don't come over here with that Negro shit. You know what I mean? So I think on one hand, it's great for us. Of course, we have to have our own spaces, but there's something about the subsuming of culture that like, it feels real white supremacist. It feels like white supremacist propaganda. Queer white supremacist propaganda, you know, just very gay grand wizard energy. And I think that a lot of white queers need to interrogate that, you know. Look at the party. Is it all white? Are y'all all talking about the same thing? Don't that's not queer culture then. That's not queer culture. That's mashed potato Caucasian peach culture. That's palm colored culture.
Peach culture.
And that's my group again.
I guess I have two.
Yes.
Mine was I'm okay with segregation.
Number one.
That's my I thought after we talked about it, I was like, kind of okay with segregation. I don't know shit about white gay culture, and I'm okay with that. And I kind of want to keep it that way. I kind of will every now and then on TikTok kind of peek my head on the white side to see what they doing, just to make sure they ain't like rallying or no shit.
And I have to do that
because you gotta be prepared.
You do have to do that. Just check on them.
So the research needs to happen. Yes.
You know, I need to just make sure y'all ain't up in that.
They pulling stunts to try to be accepted now. So you gotta watch.
Okay. We can't have no Rosewood in Bushwick. We can't have.
Because I feel like if we integrate okay, I don't have anything against white people. Despite my opinion about segregation.
Okay. I was like, y'all split custody of a white woman, so it's
we do.
So
she's special.
She's special. I love my white friend.
We love our white woman.
My singular.
Our white woman.
Okay, my one queer white woman friend. I do love that, but like I've learned, you know, from history that white people don't really play well with others. And when you invite them in, they don't know how to like, let me assimilate or let me learn about this culture. I'm going to take it over and then like, whatever, you know, it's just like kind of when white people got a hold to like, you know, Black slang, and now it's like Gen Z slang, and they take it and they try to make it something that it's not. So I'm okay with a little bit of like gatekeeping, a little bit of like, you know what? Y'all go over there, you know, when I feel like listening to some Chapel Roan, I'll peek my head in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna go because there is something about like going into like a black queer space and only seeing like, black and brown like queer people that I love and that I want to
Unmatched,
like,
yeah.
it's unmatched.
Mhm.
And like with like the white queer parties and stuff like that. I'm okay. Like, I will leave. It's fine. I'm kind of like, but I was raised like in the South where like it's like real segregation. You know what I'm saying? They was just doing it for the love of the game back
Yeah,
then.
they were just that's what they good at.
That's all I know.
Blood. They're like
You know?
injected in. Yeah.
That's all I know. This is
Yeah.
since I've been in New York, this is probably the most white people I have associated with socially.
Oh wow.
Like in my entire I went
see
to a
that.
white school, went to a white college, but like my friend groups and who I actually like was around, it was only black people. I've only dated like black people. I've never skied the slopes at all or anything like that. So, but anyway, going into my bad queer opinion, and I think it's kind of bad. I did, but I think it speaks to what you were saying. If I had the choice between going to like an all white queer party or a all black straight party, I would choose to go to the all black straight party.
Same.
And I understand like part of that is like a bit of a privilege that like me being like femme presenting, I am like straight passing. So I can go into those spaces and be a little bit more comfortable, than maybe someone who's probably more mass presenting or like trans and things like that. So I know, like, let me acknowledge, like, I know that for myself and with that privilege, but I don't think there's much that I could do to feel comfortable in an all white queer space.
Yeah, they're not playing Knuck If You Buck.
And
at those
that's it
parties.
too. Like the music alone.
Music
Like, do you
alone.
want to have a good
I'm
time?
not-
Do I want to dance tonight?
I'm not about to be teaching y'all dances all night.
We're not gonna be out here fist bumping the whole time. Okay, other hand.
I'm not teaching you how to Dougie or do any
Yeah.
of the TikTok dances. I'm not getting y'all on rhythm all night.
And I'm not letting
Putting you
y'all
at
do
the
the
front
white
for the
Cupid
line
shuffle in front of
dances.
me.
No.
That's
I'm not doing that. Okay? Like I in a way kind of pride myself on being so far removed from a lot of white culture. Like I don't know a lot of it. It's very limited. You be mentioning people, I'm like, I don't know who that
She don't
is.
know who Tegan and Sarah is. Tegan or Sarah.
I don't know. I don't know them. I don't know her. I don't
Like
know
Tegan,
them.
Sarah, Will and Grace. Who else?
That's right. They don't know none of these people.
Who are these people? I don't know. I was at a comedy show. I did crowd work. I was like, oh, who was who would you sleep with? And they named somebody that I assume is white. And I don't know. I don't know like a lot of white movie shows or anything like that because like I was so deeply raised in black culture. That's all I know. And that's where I'm comfortable at. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is like, I feel like if I can, even though it's not necessarily a fully safe space being at like an all black straight party, I feel like culturally I would rather be able to connect on that level than to be in a space where I kind of feel a bit more unsafe. You know what I'm saying? I hear so many stories, especially out here from like black queer people that have gone to these like white parties, these like there's one party, what's it called? Butch or something where I just hear so many horror stories from like black people who went in there and like just treated so badly at these
Futch
parties.
is what it's called.
Yes, it is called the
I saw
Futch.
that on Instagram and I saw the pictures and it was like a sprinkling of us, but I was like,
yes, there's always a sprinkling.
They probably all came together.
Or they just couldn't get into the bush.
Yeah.
Right.
The bush was full, so they went to that party. But like, no, for sure. I think that happens because white people, you can't leave white people alone for that long. Sorry.
yeah.
They start partying,
Facts.
scheming.
I can't.
We gotta have an eye on them though too. And that's the thing. It's just like you gotta have an eye on
Yes,
them.
and I do think they feel like queerness is theirs because of it. But yeah, no, I think I agree with that. I'm not going to the I got a choice. I'm going to the black straight people party.
For sure. When I was out in these streets and single, that was also a thing. Like I had to make a concerted effort to make sure, and this was when I lived in the DMV, like there were certainly black queer clubs to go to and everything, but I I've had more success in a black straight club because straight women are
I was
friendlier
about
there.
to say
Yeah, and
that.
they think you're non-threatening. I'm having a good time. I'm actually trying not to pick anybody up, so it kind of works in reverse. But yeah, we're just, culturally we know how to navigate those
Yes.
situations and everything, and the music alone being better, and then also the dressing up. There's so many things that is
Yes.
just culturally.
They got them the mass whites dressing like Chingy and shit, and I have to be,
They are.
I ain't trying
I
to
was
be
like, is
tripping
that a
on
meat check?
somebody's extra long white tee all night. Okay,
Like,
not
is that
doing
555 soul that they're wearing? Like Echo Red? Like, what is going on? Like, where did y'all get this? So
Don't. You will see more white beaters. You will at a white queer party, and you will at a black one because they won't let you in with that.
yeah,
Yep.
at all. Like,
Facts.
they're like, wait a minute.
They stop you at the door.
Yeah.
They said the dress code is here.
White Air Forces, please don't go there.
Right.
Not up in here.
I'm like, there's dirty Air Forces in there. There's 58 dirty Air Force pairs in here. And they're
Is
like,
it-
well,
Those are
No.
different.
Yeah.
those are different.
Those are black
Those are different.
Caucasian Air Force
Those are
ones.
Caucasian Air Forces.
Get
Yeah,
them
but
things so dirty.
in general, they don't know how to decenter themselves. I don't even think at this point in my life, 37 years old, I don't think they even know how to decenter themselves in most cases. The white people that I do love do know how to decenter themselves. They are actually curious about black culture. And you
Yes.
just don't see that enough in white queer culture. Like, I think, it's like more of a touristy thing. Like, they like
Yes.
to dabble, see it, they'll come in on the trends. But like, especially now,
Play.
it's algorithms, but it's also just like,
Black
obviously for us in America, shit is getting real. And if you can't like interrogate your feelings and how you grew up or even see your biases, like, I don't want to fucking party with you. Like,
Yes.
at all. I don't want to be around you, but I still need to keep my eye on you because y'all.
But that is also a problem for coalition building because, like,
Right.
Yeah,
black queer
it is.
people alone cannot fight this.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
need to get. Maybe it's not the white queers that we can get, but like,
Yeah.
maybe we
I think
need
that's
to
kind of where we're
get.
at.
Yeah, maybe it's not the white queers, but like, we gotta have a coalition,
We do.
and like we do all have a very like. I mean, we do have an interest in dismantling a lot of this, but if white queers aren't interested in dismantling white supremacy, then we're cooked, bro. Like,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
cooked on that. They're kind of like the ear we got. They're the daywalkers. They're the ones.
Yeah. They are. And that's the thing, is like what's sad. And I think that's what's, I would say, in the last, certainly post Obama, is just like, I mean, they tried to sell the lie that we were post racial anyway, but like being like, oh, the people we did party back, like we had a golden era of partying.
Yes.
just diversity wise. Like it was, we had a good era that we were outside. All of us were outside. And again, when shit got real, it was like, oh, they're just like their parents. They're just like their, you know what I mean? Or they're attached to that view, even if they're not even.
They're white first.
They're
white first.
At the end of the day.
And that
They
is the
are
title
white
of
first.
this episode, is white first. We have a title.
Y'all
They are
are
white
good at
first.
this.
That is what it is.
Yes.
though. That's what it is. And that's what we can't, and I can't. What am I supposed to do
can't
with
ever
that? I
forget
can't get
that.
over that. Like we can't get over that hump if y'all can't,
No.
And that's the thing that's like frustrating, is like, we know that everything we want dismantled and that we want to make better will benefit literally everyone.
Everybody.
Not even just us. And
Yes.
not everybody shares that. And that's the frustrating thing. Like they don't, they're white first. So,
That is indeed the frustrating thing. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what? Dismantling white supremacy helps you too. It's
Helps
a selfish
you.
thing too. So
Yes.
why are you so beholden to it? It's gonna literally kill us. The white supremacy is literally going to ruin our ability to like survive on the planet Earth. So
Yep.
why don't we just all get together and just like, not do that?
But I'm kind of comfortable with this little gap between us, and
That's what it
Yep.
is. And that's
that
what
means
it
you're really
is.
closer to my level, and
Yep.
I don't like that.
I'm close. I'm
Yeah.
there's
Like I'm right here. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
yes.
And so if you're up here too, there's not enough room for both of us.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there
Yeah.
has to be a hierarchy. They believe it more. They believe in white supremacy, but really they believe in a hierarchy, that the hierarchy is a natural order, and that if they're
Yeah.
not on the top, someone will come and take their spot. Like that's
Yep.
how
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
That's
They
how
And
I
then
can't-
just
feel.
even
they can't be
culturally,
on the
they
below.
don't respect our shit. Like I don't think they respect our shit like we do. Like, you know, any non-white person has to learn white people like the back of their hand. We know so much about it. We know more about them than they know of themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Our
even
shit
close.
is an
Like
elective.
you
Our
have
shit
to.
is an elective.
Yes.
It's an elective.
Yeah.
Theirs
Yeah.
is general
Theirs is
education.
mandatory.
Ours is an
Yes.
elective. And
Yes.
work in higher ed. Like that is
preaching.
that is
Okay,
what it is.
all of it.
Okay.
That is literally what it is, though. And yeah, and then you have some that are again curious, want to know, just loving people, and that's why we're never like all fuck all white people. Disclaimer we have to give, but there's just too many of them that just aren't. There's just the white first thing.
As
Like,
a
they're just comfortable.
collective. That's it. As a whole.
Yeah.
And I feel like the white people that I really fuck with, they know that.
Yes.
They know
Like,
that.
I fuck
You don't
with
even
white
have to explain it.
people. Yeah,
They
know.
hold that L.
They
They
like-
do. Every time we see them, they're like, "Oh, this L."
Like I'm tired.
Mhm.
Yeah.
White people getting
Yeah.
on my nerves.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That's the vibe. That's the type of shit my white people love.
Yes.
Yeah.
They know what it is, and they're like, I'm tired of this shit too. Like,
Yeah.
and they getting they white people together.
Yes.
Yep.
You
Yep.
shouldn't have to do that.
Yes.
That's your people, for your people,
Yeah.
them your kids,
You gotta
your
talk to them.
grandparents, your
That's right.
cousins, your coworkers. That's you get them together.
That's right. Next Caucasian meeting, you
Yes.
bring it up as a bulletin.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Every
At the
single
top
time.
too. At the
It's
top.
at the
Not
top.
at the end when they're running out of time and they're like, okay,
Nope.
well, time is up. No, at the
Yeah.
top of the meeting.
My white
Get
friends,
to it.
they don't even give me a chance to speak if they see some bullshit.
Yep.
They defended me. They jumping in and getting on other people's ass.
Yes.
I shouldn't have.
And
to
those are
open
the
my
right
mouth.
ones.
You should be
Those
quiet.
are.
And we need more
Yes.
of those. And in order to get those, we got to get the white
Yeah.
people to like snap out of their
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
centering of themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
But we
so
love y'all.
good.
But we fucks with y'all. The good ones. We
Yeah, the good ones we love. We always love the good ones. And they've always been around. We always say that y'all have always been around. I sometimes just think they have low self-esteem. Like they don't know which white people they should be looking up to. And that's the problem with white people. They have the Confederate statues. They're back to going to the Nazis and everything. Nothing about John Brown, nothing about the real whites that they should be looking up to, because it's like not all of your history is awful. I mean, y'all have done majority of awful things, but not all of it is. Y'all are just looking at the wrong people. Y'all have terrible role models.
Yes,
Horrible
this is
role
so
models.
funny. The white community needs better
Better
role models.
Pull up your pants. It's just pull your pants up.
I keep asking who
horrible
is white
role
Al Sharpton. Who do we speak to?
Yeah. The fact that somebody, like, there's so many white people in our country that voted for Trump 3 times lets me know, oh, they don't have any self-esteem. There's no fucking way. Like, they just don't know. Like, they don't have good role models. They just don't. So, and they don't know their history. So that's
Yep. They need to be looking to the good white people like John Brown and Tina Marie.
Wow.
Because that's my girl.
Those
so
are
good.
2 good white people.
That's 2. That's 2. It's 2. Y'all do though. Y'all got some people.
What's the one
It's
that's they getting arrested? What's her name? What's her name? Always in jail.
Oh, I know who you're
Greta-
talking about.
Greta Thunberg.
Oh, Greta Thunberg. That's a
Thunberg.
good white
That was a
person.
Yeah.
good white. Jane.
No, are you
Fonda.
talking about the older? Yeah,
Jane
Jane.
Fonda.
That's who
Fonda.
she's talking about. Because
Yeah.
Jane stayed getting
Jane.
arrested.
Yeah,
Please
Jane.
stay about that shit.
Yes.
Okay,
Betty
that's what I
White,
was
God
thinking.
rest her soul, was great.
Oh,
Y'all
Betty
have
White.
them. Y'all just put these fucking losers up here that they follow, and that's where
Give
they're
them
Also,
podcast.
Vanessa Redgrave, like shout out to
she's good
Vanessa
too.
Redgrave, who has
Yep.
been a real one. Vanessa Redgrave makes Jane Fonda look like Wayne Brady or whatever. I can't remember. Vanessa Redgrave been a real one for a long ass time. Like really, always been standing down for like Palestinian liberation. Always like very on the scene for Black liberation. Like that's a
They're out
real
there,
white
y'all.
woman. They out
That's
there. It's time to look up to some good whites.
They're out there.
Good
some
white.
good
Yes.
whites. There's some
Y'all
great whites.
need better. Yeah, they need better PR.
BR role models. I don't know what the fuck.
Like,
I mean,
training,
you can't blame it on PR
something.
when there's history books.
Fair enough. Well, that's
Yeah.
bad PR. 'Cause reality is really bad PR sometimes.
And it needed to be said. It needed to be said.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Well,
is
I
so
love
much
this.
fun.
This was so fun. I think
This was
is a
so
great time
fun. I
to
love
go ahead and
so
wrap up the show.
fun.
So fun. But we would never leave you without giving shout outs to our faves. My shout out this week goes to Sapphx Tribe. They are creating space for lesbian love and lifestyle. They share hilarious content. They sell sapphic apparel, so you can follow and support them at Sapphx. It's SAPPHX_tribe on IG.
Nice. My shout out is to Dom and Bomb, which is a Black woman and queer woman-owned inclusive size fashion brand with headquarters in Spokane, Washington. They're fighting fat phobia and the gender binary through fashion. You can follow them on IG at Dom and Bomb.
I love the live following. Look at this.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's great ones.
Do you want to
Ari.
Okay, I'll go.
Or-
I'm gonna shout out Mrs. and Mrs. They are they're
Love that page.
yes, and
I
so
love that
they they highlight they're run by a black lesbian married black lesbian couple who are so lovely and primarily run by Mrs. Heaven Grace. They run like they post a lot about like black queer love, and then they host retreats and stuff. And I just want to shout that out because they're very cool. And recently I got to host their first speed dating event
Oh,
for their
nice.
single
Oh,
pod, and it was
nice.
very cool, very dope at St. James Libations, which also run by a beautiful black lesbian married couple. Just all the dreams. They just look so beautiful. It's just black love just everywhere, just creating stuff. It's so nice. I'm alone, but I still like it. I still feel nice to look at it, you know. And so like I really I think it's important because we do not have a lot of representation of like beautiful, healthy black lesbian
Yeah.
love, and we need it because we need to know what is possible. And they are out here doing it and showing what is possible and living what is possible. So like that's very dope. So shout out to them. They didn't need this shout out from me, but like I love them, so I'm gonna shout them out
They
anyway.
always deserve a shout out. They
Yes.
always deserve a shout out.
Okay. Mine is kind of like it's kind of good and it's also kind of sad. So mine is I want to shout out Funky Reggae House Party.
Yes.
So they are they put on events and like parties here in Brooklyn, and
DJ.
they DJ and they call it Queeribean
Yes.
Parties.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so this was like one of the first parties that I came to when I moved to Brooklyn. So, and I've been to like a ton of their events. That was how I didn't know anything about like Caribbean culture. I didn't know anything about what's it, soca.
You didn't know about soca,
Mhm.
okay?
I
You didn't know about dance hall.
I didn't know about dance hall. I mean, outside of Wayne Wonder, that's all I do. Okay.
Yeah, we had a
Shout out to Wayne Wonder.
I learned a lot. So Funky Reggae
Sean
House Party, I feel
Paul.
like they have such a they're they're closing. Did you know they're leaving Brooklyn. One of the DJs, they're like going back home to Trinidad and Tobago. So they're going to be like putting on like their last events of the year. Sharia
I know. I was like, whoo, finding
it
that out
means
live.
it means a lot. Like if you're black and queer in
New York,
Brooklyn or
yeah.
New York, you have been to a Funky Reggae House Party, and Sharia's on their Instagram right now.
Get those tickets.
This is what this means because they
Yeah,
that was Oh, Sharia.
I
We
know.
ain't never
Finding
gonna
that
get
out
tickets to
live.
this shit.
You know, yeah. So they're putting on their last event. One of their DJs, Bree, their Instagram is at Visual Locks. They're going back home and they're doing like a fundraisers to like support their move back home. And so they have like merch for sale. They have tickets to their event, and so they're just looking for support, you know, so they can help them like get back home. But you know, I just wanted to shout them out because like their parties.
They're integral to the black queer like party space, like
Yes.
for sure.
Yes, and I just feel like damn, it's like the end of an era.
It really
You
is.
know? So it's like really sad, but it is joyful because they brought a lot of joy to so many like queer Caribbean people. And you know, I wasn't, you know, raised with that, but I know like that is really tough, like being like
Yeah.
from the Caribbean, and, you know, it's not always accepted to be queer. You can't always be yourself. So this was just a space for like black queer. I felt like I was from the islands
Yeah, no,
when I was there.
and you get to dance with a bunch of beautiful black queer people to the homophobic songs that really
Yes.
have got you
Yes,
moving.
Chichi Mandan.
Right, exactly. There's nothing.
I was like, I don't know. It's still on the playlist. Okay.
I don't know what this means, but like my waist is just
Yeah.
No, and it's just like you burn and kill gay people. but it's
Right.
like,
I know. It's like, but
You like, we'll put a beat on it. We'll put a beat on it and we got it.
Yes.
We fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
So I just
Great
wanted
music.
to shout out to like Funky Reggae House Party and like, you know, every black immigrant out there and every Black like queer like immigrant with the state of this country right now, and with like ICE and like the Trump administration. I don't want to mention it too much because we don't want to get flagged or anything like that. But just like shout out to y'all. Like we see you, we love you, we hear you, and we hope that like you all have your like communities, and we're supporting like our non-American like queer people, especially right now. Like people are away from their families, people are getting snatched off the street and getting all right, forget it. But y'all know what's
to me.
happening.
Now you bring this
It's real. It's real.
But it is real because so many people like the news and whatever is like so focused on like, oh, like a certain demographic of people, and like a lot of Black people aren't realizing like they're coming after people that look like us too, so just like,
and they can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
They can't.
So I just wanted to shout out to them because they meant so much to like my Black queer experience here in Brooklyn. So I just want to shout them out. And so if there's anybody that wants to go support, please support them. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yes, that's a great one.
I know.
Yeah, right.
I don't be on
like
Instagram
live
like that.
Live sadness.
I know. I was like, oh, you
Right.
fighting this out
Like,
live too. Oh man.
I ain't never going to the woods on Wednesday. That's the only time I be dancing at the woods on Wednesday is when Funky Reggae House Party be playing my shit.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of like Black queer clubs here. So it's like when you find a DJ and you know where they're gonna be at, or they're hosting a party, like you go.
You go.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. We get that.
Yeah.
Well, on a positive note, where can everybody follow and support you?
Yeah.
Yes. At the strap down on you're such cancer. That's what they supposed to do.
Oh no, it's some good nights. You thinking of some good night and some memories. I know they brought a lot of joy.
I know. I'm medicated. So at the strap down, all one word, on TikTok, on Instagram. We are trying to get better on Instagram, and on YouTube. Please follow us on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Instagram at my bad, at Sheria Mattis Comedy. And I know I gotta put this all together, but on TikTok is Sheria Like the Law. But follow Aria. Aria got to follow him. Follow Aria on TikTok. My TikTok don't really be doing nothing. I got a dry pussy TikTok, but Aria's shit is whack. Go visit Aria's TikTok.
No, I got too many hate response, but I'm at It's Just Aury, AURY, and it's the word It's Just Aury. And that's on TikTok and that's on Instagram. So I'm there. I make videos. I sometimes show my dog. So,
And follow Ginger at Ginger.
Look,
one of these days.
Page is coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gonna be an Instagram thought first.
Snaps. Right.
That's Ginger
Snaps.
Okay. Done.
Take it.
It's done. It's done. Take it and put it out there.
Yeah.
Claim it today.
Please.
Claim the handle today.
She gets her
You can change it whenever you want, but claim it now.
Reclaiming it.
Okay. Claim it.
Claiming it.
She's gonna shoot. She never gonna talk to us again.
At all. Out of here.
She got bills.
Oh my
Yep.
Y'all,
So
this
funny.
was so much fun.
This is great.
This is so
We
great.
loved having you.
Yeah,
Loved
thank
having
y'all
you.
for coming on. Thank y'all for all y'all do. I'm so happy there's another Black lesbian podcast on here. Anytime we see it, we were like, we gotta have them on the show.
We gotta have them.
For sure.
We were so excited. Thank you so much. This is so dope. We love you. Thank you.
You gotta
for,
come back.
Like,
Yes.
yes, absolutely. For starting, and also
Yes.
hit us up if you're ever in New York. We don't know what parties we're gonna go to since Funky Reggae House
No, god damn.
party is leaving.
Yeah.
But
But we got things.
I got a Bluetooth speaker.
And that's all we need.
That's
And
all
y'all
we
got
need.
a lot of it's I feel like sometimes New York is underrated in the way that there's just queer people everywhere in like Atlanta or something like that, because y'all really are like y'all just be like, oh, okay. Like it's a little thing. Y'all are
There's
everywhere.
almost too many of them.
too many backpacks out here. Just
Backpacks at the club. You can't move around.
right. You can't get a sports bra for nothing in this
God
motherfucker.
damn, all sizes cleared out. Nothing. But no, truly, y'all have to come back. And yeah, We
And we want to have
We
y'all
want to have
on
you on
too.
too, please.
Please
would
do.
love
Thank
to.
you. I didn't,
We would love
I didn't wanna
to.
say it, but
It's okay. We have it recorded now, so you kind of
Yeah.
have to.
now
Okay,
you do
good,
have
good,
to come
good.
back, but we do want to come
It's
on your show
contract
as
now,
well.
so yeah, we would love to.
Yes.
Good,
And
good.
thank
Work
you
this
for
out.
having it. This has been so nice
This is
and
so
so
dope.
professional. I feel like also I've learned so much
Yes, me too.
from this because y'all got this shit like
Hey.
We tried.
working.
We had
Y'all
to
got
with the Zoom.
sound
I'm so
people.
We had to become
we
Zoom
have to.
professionals,
Is
so
all
it's
had to
fine.
come.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm jealous
thank
y'all are
you.
in person. I am always jealous of the in-person podcast because it is a different energy when we get to see each other. I got to go to Chicago this year to see Shana and everything, and it's always a different energy.
But here's the
doing
thing:
it in person.
Chris put way too many stories together too quickly. And that was the only other thing. Because I would sit there and be like, oh, here's who I had a crush on. Here's who this person was.
yeah,
And this
yeah,
person.
yeah.
And
Clocking
I wouldn't
everybody.
tell Chris specifically who it was. And she would just be like, so it was this person. And I'd be like,
who it is.
you need to
Gotta
go
put
home.
it together.
Go home.
You can see the
That's like,
calculations.
hello,
back to the bay.
Helen.
Can't have you out here pulling my shit up.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so,
cute.
it's
Yes.
like,
She
yeah.
put it together too fast, but it was very fun. And yeah,
Came
it's
together
the same
quick.
thing. But glad that we got to have you all. And it was a wonderful time doing this. And for everybody that got to tune in, we hope that you enjoyed this. Make sure you support the Strap Down. And we will see you next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Talk about things. I'm sorry that I'm